In this video, I'm going to upgrade my hardcore survival base. And I'm gonna top it off by transforming this sheep farm. I've survived almost 800 days, but now I really need to add some more farms, complete with a majestic red roof barn. I'm gonna turn it into an automatically sheep shearing, wool gathering redstone farm, using an idea I stole. This is the game of survival Minecraft, where you can do so many things. You can build, you can mine, explore, gather resources to store at your base, or you can build redstone farms and machines that will create those resources for you automatically, like some kind of AI-powered factory. Or if you don't know how to build a redstone farm, not that I would know what that's like, you can steal one. Don't steal, kids. Stealing in real life is bad. And more importantly, I do not condone theft. But there's one thing you must do in this game: survive. And when the game gives you just one life and never respawns you if you die, that's called hardcore. I'm playing hardcore with my boyfriend. Yeah. No. Really good at Minecraft.
No.
What do I do?
Oh, crap.
Don't.
Oh, crap. Wow. That's a toughie.
You're here and I want to involve you.
Oh. Thanks.
Well, he's not playing. I'm playing. And he's watching me and helping me, performing regular wellness checks on me. Because when it comes to needing help, I need lots and lots of assistance. So my boyfriend Mattstric, he likes to play with all this redstone stuff, which is really great for making farms. And I am in need of one farm the most: a sheep farm, also known as a wool farm. That's what I need, a wool farm, a better wool farm. But Mattstric is not here with me today to help me build a wool farm. Or is he? He once designed and built a wool farm in another survival world. It's compact. It doesn't take very many resources to build, which is great because I'm still sort of in the early game, and it can produce wool like nobody's business. So I'm gonna steal it. I want to take his special wool farm and build one of my own in my world because it works like a charm. Better than any wool farm I've ever seen. Definitely not because I've never built one and don't know how they work myself. Here's how he made it. The sheep stand here, surrounded by glass. They don't even bump into each other. And when they get sheared, their wool gets carried away by water. But more on that later. First, I need something else that's not got anything to do with a wool farm. Oh, and please consider subscribing. It always helps the video more than you know. When you subscribe, I don't stay up all night sobbing into my keyboard and edit my videos instead. And I know you want to see more of my cute little face. Oh my god. Stop. Last episode, we defeated the dragon and found an elytra. I'm flying everywhere now and wasting all kinds of rockets doing it, so a gunpowder farm is in order. You see this sheep pen? Huh? Now they're all yellow. I hope this is gonna be enough yellow wool. Come here, sheepy. Oh boy, 2 stacks. I'm gonna need a lot more. Oh, I missed one. I then gathered up all the rest of the wool that I needed to build this. 1 million stacks. No, I'm joking. That would be insane. But it was a lot of wool. And so here comes the gunpowder farm. Don't worry, it doesn't take that long to build. This farm works by killing creepers and collecting the gunpowder they drop when they die. So at the bottom is the creeper killing chamber and the chest that the gunpowder will go into. And above that, a few platforms where the creepers appear. The more platforms you build, the more creepers you get. Now put a kitty cat in the middle of each platform, and when a creeper appears, they'll get afraid of the cat. That's right, creepers are scared of kitty cats. When they get scared, they'll go running off the edge of the platform and fall through these trapdoors, where they will drop into the tank and be carried to their demise. The farm's all enclosed now. It's completely dark in there, so creepers should be spawning left and right. Oh, I forget you have to get away from the farm and wait a minute for it to start working. Et voila! Gunpowder. Well, it's day 802. Okay, I've got to pivot to that wool farm now. A standard wool farm uses dispensers with shears inside, connected to an observer, which pays attention to this grass block that the sheep above munches on, changing the grass block to a dirt block, which triggers the observer, firing the dispenser to shear the sheep. Did you get all that? The sheep must remain in this spot, so they will eat that specific grass block that the observer is observing. So we block them in with something. Here I'm gonna use glass. Anyways, the wool that gets sheared stays inside the glass with them. The problem of how to get the wool out of there and into a chest. This is where most players would probably construct a minecart railway under their farm and send a minecart hopper along underneath each sheep pen to gather the wool. This is good, it works, Mine carts can be tricky because they can stall for no reason. They can get stuck on corners for no reason, but it works. But this is not how Mattstric did it. Here's a tiny version of his version of the farm. This is practice, you see, and then I'm going to build the actual thing. Don't worry. So we got the grass block, observer, dispenser, all the same, and we have 4 units of them here in a row. Now I'm going to put glass on the ends and in front, and 4 sheep go in there. Okay, now it looks like a sheep guillotine, and that's kind of what it is, a guillotine, because I'm going to pull this lever, and the glass is going to go down 1, but we need it to go down another block lower. And see the sheep. The pistons are gone now. The sheep are encased inside the 2 tall glass. They can breathe. They're not cramming. The glass does amazing things. 1, it keeps the sheep in place, aligned with their grass block and their dispenser, so they're not straying from their position or bumping into each other. And we don't need to put blocks between them when we do this to keep that from happening. The glass that they are inside of keeps them still. If we had to have blocks between them, this farm would be this big, but instead, it's only this big. And secondly, and most importantly, this version of the farm, the glass traps the wool that gets sheared off their bodies, sending the wool straight up through the glass. Watch what happens now when they get sheared. The wool travels up. It doesn't sit at the bottom of the pen. And up here, Mattstric just washes the wool off the top and into a hopper into a chest. Building time. Remember this? Watch the sheep. And poof, they're gone. Ooh, I can make them disappear. Where these sheep were, and don't worry, they're right over there, safe and sound. I didn't make them disappear. Where they were, I'm going to build a barn, and then I'm going to build the wool farm inside of it. Now that I have elytra and shulker boxes and a nether roof highway to take me to all the places where I can gather things in the game, I'm beginning to think bigger with my builds. And this barn is gonna be big. To complete this build, I'm gonna need a heck of a lot of spruce wood, 14 stacks of planks, 6 stacks of trapdoors, 6 stacks of stairs just to start. So here go the trees going up, they're so tall. And there I go chopping them all down. And just look at this, all of that spruce wood and even a whole bunch of mangrove wood that I didn't tell you about. I've even got some in my inventory here because it won't all fit in this shulker. I spent 10 whole Minecraft days getting all of this stuff. There's so much of it. I even had to make a trip to the jungle so I could get some more cocoa beans to make brown dye because I need lots of brown concrete powder for this build too. And maybe one of those Minecraft days was spent lost getting home from the jungle. Okay, I've laid down one of the links of the barn. This way you can begin to see it before we build it. So here's a little idea to consider I thought of while putting this barn together, straight from Bub's building brain. When you want to build something big, or make something on a large scale, anything in the world really. It doesn't only apply to Minecraft, you know. When you're going big, remember these 2 things: segmentation and repetition. Look, I'm using the hanging signs to communicate with you. Very meta. I'm speaking to you from inside the game. Segmentation. When you have a big area, break it down into smaller, easier to manage units. Segments. Segmenting the overall structure to make a grouping of segments that add up to the whole big picture. Take a look at the farmer trading hacienda we built a while back. It's the largest building in the world yet. It's several blocks wide, and notice that the face of the building, this front wall, is more than just one thing. It's got a middle section where the entrances go, and it's got these 2 outer parts, which reach higher than the middle part to make what looks like towers. And also they come out further. They have different decorations. These 2 different parts of the building, the middle and the outer, they make different segments. Now, to make the segments go together, fit together, look good and make sense, repetition. Repeating. One segment repeats to make another, and maybe another, until they fill the space. Look back at the hacienda. The 2 towers repeat. This looks like this, and vice versa. Similar size and shape, similar blocks used, not exact repetitions. They don't look exactly the same because that would be boring, but you get the idea. They have more in common with each other than they do with the middle section. Also, there is some similarity between those matching segments and the middle segment, the matching sandstone-based block palette and the matching roof color being the standouts. You should remember too that there is some similarity even between the segments that don't repeat. Now I'm gonna try this segmentation and repetition technique on the wool barn, which is even bigger than this structure. I know this might be boring and tedious to some of you, but I won't spend long ranting about it. This is just what I'm passionate about right now, which is trying to share my perspective of when I build. Because I see so many cool builds out there, and I'm always left wondering, how did they come up with that? Calculator time. You need a sizable segment that can repeat within the bounds of the building's dimensions. I've decided that the longest wall of the barn is going to be 24 blocks long, and we'll say 9 blocks tall, but the height doesn't really matter yet. We're gonna break this 24 block long wall into segments. I could break it into 2 segments, 12 and 12, or 10 and 14, or whatever. But that's not very many segments, nor does it leave room for very much repetition, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that the barn wouldn't look as big as I want it to. You see, having lots of segments will make it appear bigger, and having lots of repetition will make it appear longer. That's just my opinion. I don't know if it's scientific fact or not, so don't blow a fuse telling me in the comments about how dumb I am. Alright, so we need smaller sizes than 10 blocks to make our segments, and we need those segments to all add up to 24, plus we want some of those numbers in there to be able to repeat. So, calculating... a good way to decide is, what numbers can multiply to make 24? 6, 3, 8. I like the idea of trying 3 because you could have 8 3-block segments that add up to 24, or if you chose 6, you could have 4 6s. And here I've worked out a plan. It's a little more sophisticated than what I was leading you on to. I've done something called nesting. I start with the 8 3s, basic idea, and after the first set of 3, I take the next 2 and combine them to make 6, which reveals to me a pattern. 3 6-block length segments in the middle, bookended by 2 3s on the ends, and that makes 24 blocks long, and I can have 2 wall designs now. A 3-block wall, which repeats at the ends, and the 6-block wall, which repeats 3 times in the middle. So much repetition! Oh guys, I can't wait for you to see this barn. It's gonna be so cool! And once I start filling in the blocks, doing some detail work, I think this pattern, this shape of segments and repetition is going to give the barn a lot of depth from all angles and make it look real big and long. And that brings me to a good point that I can finish up this little section of the video on. All of this building technique I'm going so deep into right now, giving you so many juicy tiddly bits on, this is strictly a method for getting a building's shape. The blocks you choose to build the building out of, the colors, the decorations, none of that matters here. That all comes later. And you're gonna watch me do that part right now while I build this beauty of a barn in survival. And I don't have anything else to add about this barn other than I have to say I did not enjoy creating it until I decided to try the segmentation and repetition technique. And it really helped me a lot on this one. And now I'm really excited to see this thing finished. So here we go. I'm gonna let this building time lapse do the rest of the talking. Wow, wow, wow! Look at our majestic red-roofed barn. I love it. I really do. The roof design with all these humps along the side is really fun. See the segmentation and repetition? Especially from this angle. Oh, just look how long and grand and majestic it looks. And the candle detail all along the top just makes this whole exterior look that much fancier. That's got to be my favorite aspect of this build in the end. It gives the barn just a touch of bling. Now on the inside, all I've got right now, there's no wool farm in here yet, by the way, still got to do that. All I've got right now is this idea for where I want some barn stalls to go and these hay bale lofts. And you can see one loft is currently in use. That's on the side of the barn where the pasture is being actively grazed by the barn animals living inside. The other barn loft is closed, while the pasture on that side is closed off to the animals, so the grass can regrow. And then this side will be closed, and that side will be open. That's how they do it in real life. And unlike the barn door on the ground floor, which opens side to side, I thought this hay bale loft door would look better opening sort of like a garage door, like this. And from up here, I get such a nice view of my spawn area, the house, the coconut, and there's going to be so much more to see here in the future, just you wait. But now I want to show you the redstone farm inside. I've built it. Let's go see. I decided to keep the stalls and marry that idea with the farm design. So there's 16 sheep, one for each color of wool. The first 6 here, then 4, then the final 6, and the middle 4 here just happen to be the 4 neutral colors. I think it's nice and neat how that worked out. Now over here is the sorting machine and storage for the wool, and it goes in order from white to pink according to the order that they're listed in inside the creative menu. I had to take about 15 pee breaks while building this because of all the water noises in here. This water is the tool though for carrying all the wool. It carries all the wool that gets sheared off the sheep to this dunk tank. There, the wool gets drained into the corner if it doesn't get stuck on that stinking side of the block there, and then it gets carried up and over to the sorting and storage. Let me just take a second and power this thing on. Don't get stuck. Okay, now you can't tell what color the sheep are. Sorry, I didn't have the farm turned on so you could tell what color they are, but now that the farm is running, these guys are going to be just about permanently bald. So, as I was saying, comes over to the sorter. The sorter divides the wool by color and stores it. I didn't want to use double wide chests here because they would stick out too far by a block. So instead, I've got a single chest and a single barrel setup. When these get full, iron nugget. We don't want loose wool items. I was really distracted by that iron nugget getting stuck in there. That's not supposed to happen. We don't want loose wool items hanging around, so those leftover wools get brought to the end, where they get dropped on this cactus and disappear from the game forever. Just like that. One final touch. And this is to make my life easier more than anything else. A good quality of life upgrade. I'm gonna put these colored banners up to visually indicate which color goes where. And there. I've gone ahead and added a subtle diamond pattern on each of them just by taking a different color die and first printing this diamond on it, and then taking the die that matches the banner color and reprinting the diamond. See? Yeah. All right. This farm is working, and I designed it myself. I could never design something like this. I promised in the last episode that we would make a new building for my Mason villagers. Well, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Okay, we've got some extra space inside the barn here. For now, I'm keeping some reserve sheep inside these stalls. It's not a bad idea to have some extra sheep around. Maybe we could bring other animals in here. I'd like to have all kinds of barn animals roaming in and out of the barn doors over on that end where the pasture is open for grazing. Yeah. I think I'll go ahead and round up some animals now. And then I want to show Mattstric this farm that I stole from him. I hope he's not mad at me.
Okay, we're here.
You caught me in the middle of my chores.
Lava buckets, check. Empty buckets, check. What are we gonna be doing, Bob? Hey, you
Look,
got
I got a horse.
It doesn't have a name? You don't have a name tag?
Oh yeah, it doesn't have a name. Okay,
you should
can
name
you
it.
help me name it?
Earl.
Earl. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna name it Earl.
Because he's gray.
Oh, that is cute. Earl Grey.
Yeah.
Earl Grey the horse. No, you gotta think of something better than
Oh
that.
my gosh. Okay, he's kind of wearing socks too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a white spot on his face.
Mm-hmm.
So we could call him
White Spot
Ghostface
McGee.
Killer. What'd you say?
White Spot McGee?
No.
No?
No, McGee. Horsey McHorseface.
No. He
I
can be
knew
Earl.
it. I knew it.
That was actually pretty good. Better than, what did you say? Ghost face?
Ghostface Killer.
All right, come on, Earl.
Go.
Come on, Earl. I feel like you aged this horse by about
He's
50
gray
years
already, bub.
by naming him Earl.
He was born brown.
I've tested a handful of horses, and this was the
one does seem
fastest.
fast.
He's got a good jump.
Whoa, that's a pretty good
Mhm.
jump.
I can jump up. Whoa, okay,
Whoa,
okay,
he
okay.
just walked up those.
Can jump up
That's
onto
two.
that. I could
That's
probably
2 blocks.
do like jump up
Whoa.
onto this. How many blocks is this? Like two and
2
a half.
2.5, yeah.
Huh. Oh, easily.
Oh wow, he made it.
Easily.
Yeah. You could probably get 3.
Easily.
Go look for a 3 spot.
Oh, whoops.
Well, that was poop.
Hey!
Whoa,
Oh,
yeah, I think you made
wow.
that.
I bet I could make a 4.
No. Oh yeah, this is probably better. Here we go.
Whoops.
There we go.
Here we go. Come on, Earl.
Whoa,
was 4
he
whole
made
blocks.
it 4 whole blocks. Wow.
Wow.
He's a great jumper. Yeah, he barely made it that 4 blocks though, so I don't think you could do 4.5.
All right. Have you noticed anything?
What's that? Whoa. Where'd you get the wool for that?
Look.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I
I
built
like it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers.
Layers of what?
You can tell what it is.
It looks like a mob farm.
You know what it is. Come on.
What is it? It doesn't look like anything. Whoa! That's a whole bunch.
1,
it's close to
2,
a double chest
9.
full. Does it work?
Well, I have to AFK way up there.
Oh wow. How do you get up there? Oh wait, you
I have elytra.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, and did you notice something else?
Oh, is that an armor trim?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Do you use emeralds for it?
I feel like the rates are pretty good. I had to. That's why I've got all this glowstone sitting out
Oh.
temporarily
Well, it looks like it works well enough, and you've got a full stack of rockets in your inventory.
as my.
That one's pretty.
It is pretty, isn't it?
You did a great job.
I what?
You did a great job.
Wait, what? Say it again.
You did a okay job. Oh, of course. Wow. What are you buying from them? Oh.
I want there for terracotta.
Yeah, of course.
And these are the best guys.
Yeah.
The ones who
2.
sell 2. Some of them sell. Well, he sells 2. Some of them sell like 1 glaze,
Bleh.
and I don't want that. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna send him on an early retirement. But it's going well. In fact, where's the horse? Do you
Where'd
see?
you leave him?
Where I got off of him like right here. Did he like already disappear?
Bob, you're the worst.
I should have tied him up.
Look around.
Earl.
Look. Oh
Earl.
no. Oh no. Are you just messing
Earl.
around? This is
No.
the door you came in, right?
Yeah, I got off the horse and I went in right there. Oh,
Oh my god, dude.
he was looking for some grass.
He's trying to get away from you.
Go right there. In fact, I've got one right here.
You can train
Gotta
him.
level him up. You want to level him up, see what he is?
Yeah.
See if he's a
let's
good
see.
one?
Boom. And oh wait,
Oh,
you gotta,
I gotta
keep
buy
going.
Yeah, I've got a lot of this stuff. Just look at all this stuff.
Oh no.
Like garbage. Who needs that much chiseled stone?
What is he? Oh, boo.
Oh, what? Double glazed.
Double glazed.
I only like donuts when they're double glazed.
Just kill him. Just kill him right now.
And bye-bye. Well, that
Oh,
was
is that how they die?
anticlimactic.
That was
Yeah,
very-
I mean, since I'm right here on the dock, I can just...
That's
And
what's
now
going on
none
with
of
all
the
those
traders
minecars.
know that I was responsible because I didn't hit him with my sword
He
or
can
my
hold
bow.
his breath for a real long time.
He's really under the water, right?
Yeah. Unless he can breathe through his forehead. There he goes. Oh, don't watch. Oh, he's asking for help. He's begging for help. If you throw another ender pearl and go fight the dragon again, I swear. If you do a wither somewhere, I swear, I'm gonna lose it. Be careful, be careful. No ravines. Where are we going? You're gonna get lost. There's a ravine. Whoa. Oh my god.
Please come over here. This way. This way.
Why did you hit shift and out of panic?
Because if I was on my own 2 feet, that would cling me to the ground. I don't know what I was thinking.
Stop. 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2. We actually did it.
What is that? What is that? Whoa! You gotta get closer. What is it? It's a
Red
big
building.
red barn. Oh my
Barn.
god!
Don't you want to know what's
impressive.
inside?
What's inside your barn? Old Bub Donald had a barn.
Farm there lived an Earl. Why is his name Earl? With an Earl Grey tea and an Earl Grey tea.
Boo! Get off the stage.
Here's a gray, there's a gray, Earl Grey, gray, gray.
I'm ready.
You ready to be blown away?
Turn around. Wow!
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Isn't it nice?
It looks really good up in there. Oh.
See all the
Bird's eye
detail
view.
I put
There's a
into
lot
it?
of
It was a lot of
detail.
hard work. And while I'm blowing your mind,
Oh wow!
just you wait, this is gonna blow your mind even more. Look.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm. Wool.
It's wool.
Wool farm.
I like your
And
banners.
it's working. You like the banners?
I like the banners. And you can click through the banner.
You can click through the banner there. You can click on the hopper there. Click on the chest there. Click on the hopper there.
What?
Click on the hopper there.
You got sorting system and
Mhm.
everything.
Cyan, light blue, blue, purple, magenta, pink, cactus.
Cactus. For what? Oh.
If it gets full,
Oh, that's cool.
they
Wow,
pop
you're
out
so
here and go
smart.
psh, and die.
That is so smart. Cactus,
And then
of
some
course.
extra pins.
You got
You
all
want to
these
know
naked sheep.
how I made this farm?
How?
You want to know?
How'd you make it?
You want to know? Look at this. Watch.
What's going on?
You notice they're not separated by any blocks. They're
Oh,
standing
he's
right
gonna
next
get
to
out.
each other.
He's gonna get out.
See that right there?
Yeah, what? Did you steal my idea?
Ah, he's gonna get out.
Did you steal my plan? Did you steal my design?
This
My
is my
farm design.
design. I designed it myself.
That's a lie. That is a lie. That
it's
is a
a-
lie. I designed this
The
farm.
glass, you put them in there,
designed
and
this
then
farm.
you get. Oh, did you see that wool go by? Let's wait and see if we watch
yeah,
one go
don't,
by. You put them in there,
don't
and then you put
explain
some
to me how my
glass
own farm
above them,
works.
and if
Don't
you
explain
piston
to
it
me
down
how my own
on
farm
top of the
works.
sheep, the sheep don't die because glass is not a full block. It's transparent.
It's a transparent block.
So they can breathe inside there, but the glass makes them stand still. So it's
Yeah.
super compact.
yeah,
Isn't that amazing?
yeah, that's amazing.
But
You're brilliant.
also,
You're brilliant.
watch this. Watch this.
Where'd you get this idea? Did you
Watch
just...
this. What?
What's happening?
No hopper minecart? It's empty underneath
No
the farm?
hoppers? Well, how are you
No
collecting
hoppers
the
under the farm at
wool?
all.
How are you collecting this wool?
Look. He's gonna eat the.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
someone's
the
gonna eat the
grass gotta grow
grass,
back.
and it's gonna go. Just you wait.
No, the grass has to grow.
Oh, well, also that guy could eat that grass,
Oh.
and that would trigger.
Oh, there he goes.
Ah! Do you see it? Oh, it went in the dunk
it
tank.
shot over there. Boom. Goes over the top, goes around the side, into the sorter, and there's the browns.
The wool sits right there, and the glass,
Yeah, the glass pushes it up into the water
because
stream
the
up
glass.
there. And so items move up through blocks.
Yeah. Don't tell me. I know. I came up with this farm.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're lying. You ain't never lied so dang much.
Do you like this farm I
You need
made?
to put a sign on this farm that says designed by Mattstric. You really did do my farm design
But
justice.
that's it. That's the farm I made.
There's a go. That's so cool.
That is cool. Well, that's the farm I made.
You mean the farm design
Yay.
that you stole
Yeah,
from me?
I did such a good
I'm
job
the
on
one
the
that
farm.
invented this thing
And
with the
so
glass
like
blocks
the video, please,
and the water stream
don't forget to
above
subscribe.
them. You
And
better
I'm
put a
gonna go. I
sign
gotta
on
go.
it with
Bye.
my name on it.